Hello there. This is my Black Arkansas. It's a favorite finisher of mine. I like to do high lap count on a highly burnished Arkansas. I love the edges that gives. Now I know others that do fairly low lap counts on these stones, and they say they get good edges, and I have tried that, and yes, I've done as little as 50 laps on one of these and got a really nice edge. But for me, it's not even comparable to a really high lap count on a well-burnished Arkansas. And that's just my opinion for my face. Nothing is wrong if it works. And so that's what I've been doing. But I've been talking to some people, and I've been looking at threads online and in the razor groups. And there are a number of people now that are finishing on these stones, and they're finishing on them dry with no lubrication. And they're doing low lap counts, like 30 laps or so. And they're saying that they're getting really good edges off of it. So I'm going to try that just to see for myself. Just like I tried low lap counts on one of these burnished like this, I'm going to try that. And what I've got is my 51, the Victor straight razor. This has got a really nice cotty edge on it. You may have already seen the honing video for this and the shave video, but you've at least seen the honing video, because I don't know when I'm going to post all of this. I've got a backlog of videos that I'm working toward, but I'm going to give this a go and see what 30 laps or so will do on this stone dry to this razor. And I'm going to use a loop to kind of gauge my progress. I'm going to do about 30 laps, and then I'm going to look through this loop, see what the bevel looks like, what the striations look like, all of that. And if I see that the edge is polished where I want it, then I'll stop, and if not, I'll go further. So let's give it a shot. Very light pressure is what I'm using. And I'm finding that the tape, I believe, is grabbing the stone when it's dry like this. But that's alright. It's a funny feeling. And I like it. I don't like the drag of the tape, but I like the feel of the edge on this stone dry. Stand by. That's better. I'm not using any pressure or any torque. Alright, let's have a look at that edge. I can already tell from the reflection off that bevel without even a loop in my hand that it's done quite a bit of polishing to that edge. That is a beautiful Arkansas finish on that edge. So join me in a few seconds for the shave. Alright, we're back. I did 60 laps on linen and 120 on leather, which is my standard post honing stropping routine. Retested the razor with HHT and it's slamming. So let's see. The brush is going to be my Rooney Restore. I'm going to put this in the water for a few seconds, and I always keep a puck of Modern Williams laying on my counter because I use it quite a bit. And so what I'm going to do is put just a small amount of water on this puck and get my brush and load up. I'm curious to see how this works. The people that I've heard talking about this, there were several. One in particular sparked my interest because I have a great deal of respect for his honing ability. Not that any of the others were slouches. But the people that were talking about this to me are people that I consider to be good honers. And so I'm really satisfied with my honing routine when it comes to Black Arkansas, but it's always nice to try something new. By the way, I loaded this puck up with vintage Old Spice aftershave and let it set for like a week and just soak it all up. So that's lovely as well. We're going to face lather. I didn't bloom this puck or anything like that. So we will see how that works. I don't think it's going to be an issue. So lovely. A little bit of water added to that. Looking forward to this. I've got like 4 days worth of growth. I didn't show it to you, but if you were looking at the video and couldn't see it, then you're pretty much blind. So I'm going to give this a go. It'll be a really good test of this technique, that's for certain. And dry off my hands. Give her a shot. So far, it ain't no slouch. it has that characteristic smoothness that you get with an Arkansas edge. That face-friendly kind of, people call, they say Jane Austen Chronicles are face-friendly edges, and they are, but the most face-friendly edge I've ever felt was off of a Black Arkansas. My humble opinion. That was lovely. Beautiful first pass. Lovely. That's lovely. Beautiful. And I could finish off with Old Spice. Let me, I want to kind of do a little buffing. In one of my trouble spots. Beautiful. Alright. So I could finish with Old Spice, vintage Old Spice. I have some. And the soap is well scented with that, but I'm going to finish with an old standby for Williams Aquavella Ice Glue. And so what do I think of this? Well, it definitely has the characteristic smoothness of a Black Arkansas, the way that I know what a Black Arkansas does. Is it as good as if I were to go high laps on a well-burnished Arkansas? Not in my opinion. But it's really close. And it took 30 laps. That's a tenth, less than a tenth of the laps that I would do on a black, well-burnished Black Ark with water. Okay. The edge on, or the edge from a well-burnished black on water, according to my face, the way that I hone okay, cannot be improved upon. But this is a really, really close cousin to it. It's very sharp, it's very keen, it's very face friendly. And if I didn't know the difference, but I do. But I actually am pretty blown away with the results that I got with 30 laps on a dry Arkansas. That's really nice. And if you hone on Arkansas and you're used to the long progressions, you ought to try it. Now, one of the people that I talked to says that he comes off of a 5,000 grit stone straight to the arc and does about 30 laps and gets a fantastic shave. Now, the person that I'm talking about has a high degree of skill when it comes to honing. And if you're coming off a 5K and finishing on anything and you expect it to be above an 8K type feel of an edge, then you better, okay? You better be highly skilled. But yeah, if you're used to long laps on an Arkansas, try that. 30 laps on a dry black arc or translucent arc. Take a loop and look at the edge. Make sure it's polished really well, like what you're used to seeing on a black Arkansas. Shave with it. I think you'll be surprised. All right, later on. Bless you.